just letting a few more people in, and then we're going to get started. We're going to start off in Sukhasana, or if you want to start off by sitting in the chair, just a thought, you could do that. And here's what you could do. So I'm going to just move because I know we're going to have a couple more people coming on. I'm just going to show you one setup if you would like to check it out. You could have your blocks right in front of you and place them on the floor. And let me just let a couple more people in. Awesome. So if you wanted this setup, just placing a block, 2 blocks on the floor, and then here you are sitting in your chair. I also wanted to show you this because when I'm here and doing work at my house on my computer, I often will use yoga blocks to sit myself up when I'm in my chair. And so I just wanted to throw that out there to you all because that could be available to you. And they're so cheap that you can buy a set just for your office or wherever you're normally doing work, because we're all on our computers these days. But if you look at what happens when you have the yoga block, and you're here and you're typing, you're able to really sit your torso up and be able to work. And so ergonomically, it's kind of a powerful thing to explore. But here, if you wanted to, as we start our practice, and for those who just came on, good morning. We're going to start our practice off either seated in a chair or you can sit on the floor. Totally good. I'm going to sit in the chair today just to mix it up for myself. And I'm going to change the orientation after I do a quick screenshot. Great to see everybody who just came on. And then I'm going to make sure everybody's muted. Day 19. So cool. Okay, let me just make sure that we are muted. Right on. Okay, good. I love that I love that you're in the chair. That's so cool. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, I think, now let me make myself bigger. Right. There we go. Okay. So we'll start off seated in Sukhasana or with our feet on the chair, feet on the blocks, seated on the chair, butts on the chair. We're going to sit up taller. If it feels safe to do so, close your eyes. And if it doesn't, just bring the gaze a few feet out in front of you. Take a moment, however you arrive on your mat, sit your body up tall. Take a good deep inhale in and an exhale out. Gratitude for this beautiful, beautiful day 19. Gratitude for the ability to move our bodies, to breathe, to make the connection. And as one of the students said, your choice today to have a great day. How grateful we are. Really soak that in with your deep breath in and out. Let's get in 3 cleansing breaths to arrive in this moment. Inhaling and exhaling. Arriving in this moment with the inhale, letting the navel come back to the spine as you squeeze the belly and then exhale out. On this next one, inhaling and then letting go. Great job. Opening the eyes. I'm going to just get up a little bit higher on my chair so that I can move my arms. We're going to take our arms down beside us today. Make fists with your hands. Inhale to shrug the shoulders up. Exhale. Bring the shoulders back behind you. Continue to squeeze. We're creating tension in the upper body and then let it go. Let's do that again. One movement. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it back. Inhale. Open up the chest. Heart to the possibilities of this practice. Exhale and let it all come down. Inhale. Draw your arms up. Good deep inhale here. Exhale down your right arm. Maybe it plants on the seat of the chair. Maybe it plants on the floor. Just start to raise that left arm up. Let's head over to the right side. If you're in your chair, hang on to that chair. Reach and extend as we head over to the right side. Good deep inhale, both arms coming up. Exhale down your left arm, plant it in the seat of the chair or on the floor, and rise up with that right arm. You're going to touch the ceiling. And then let's head on over to the left side for a good stretch here. Come on up as you inhale. Exhale down. Just roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Take a good breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale to reach up and extend. Let's exhale and twist over to the right side. So right hand behind the chair, left hand forward. We're tucking the tailbone under and then pushing the torso up as we look to the right side. Take a good breath in and out. Let the belly expand, and as it contracts back, you can contract back navel to spine. You can add pelvic floor by really tightening up pelvic floor muscles if you want to. Reach up and extend, both arms coming up. Let everything kind of loosen up, inhaling. As we exhale, we're going to head over to the other side. We take a look and twist from that left side over toward the left side of the room. Good deep belly breath, in and out. In and out. Belly expands and contracts. Inhale, reaching up and extending. On the exhale, come out halfway. Inhale to reach out with gratitude. Take a look up toward the ceiling, praising. As we exhale, let it all come in together. Take a first one, just sway a little from side to side so you feel those shoulders. Reach out and extend. Exhale, come together. Last time, inhale and exhale. Great job. We're going to come off this. We're coming onto either tabletop if you're there on the floor, or I'm going to be here with you standing up with my hands on the seat of the chair. Here we are. So you can be here in your cat-cow or you can be here on the chair. Take a moment though, have a gentle bend in the knee, and then start to open up the backs of the knees as you feel just very gently the hamstrings. For some of us, and I'm one of them, our hamstrings are tight. We're going to take a little pedal now. So either you can bend your knees and sway your hips. You're going slow because you're just stretching here to kind of get in tune with what's happening in your hips in this moment. And then as you're ready, we're taking our toes off the mat and then we're coming back down again. So we're going to add the nuances of this. Take your navel back toward your spine first. Use your core. Come onto the toes and then come back down again. If this doesn't feel good to you, are you able to rock your feet and take your toes off the mat? So for some of us coming up onto the ball of feet, that's not happening for us. So you could just take some gentle movement of sway. But for others of us, we're going to do some leg lifts. So let's go. Let's go for 10. And we're taking our heels off the mat. And 9, 8. So add that nuance of navel back toward the spine. You're looking down at the seat of your chair. 7. I added 1. And 6. This is really, really good for our strength. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come off of your hands, gentle bend in the knees. We're stretching. Inhale, reach up and extend. We're going to add some energy here. Exhale down the right arm. Take a circle of that left wrist. Rise up. Take a look up. Maybe take a tiny back bend. Then let's head over to the right side. So same stretch, but we're standing now. Again, focus on what's happening in that hip. Engage your core. Use yourself to get yourself over to that right side, your midsection. Reach up and extend, both arms coming up, and exhale down your left arm. Take a circle of that right wrist, reach and extend. Then let's find some length and come on over. So we're really getting in tune with the hips that we're just about to start working. Inhale, coming up, and exhale down. Just roll the shoulders back, roll the shoulders forward. Let's come on down to either you're in tabletop. So remember, you can be on the floor and we're about to do some bird dogs, or you can be here in the chair. Hands come back to the chair. So I want us to focus on when we're here and we're about to lift our legs up, don't hike your leg this way, right? Your toes are going to be down. You're going to rotate. So you're going to rotate inward toward the midline of your mat. That's going to intensify what you're doing as you're straightening out. So pause here for a moment and really sense that. Because sometimes we're starting to dump into that left hip. If you're able to lengthen that left hip just slightly and bring the right front hip bone down toward the mat with your toes of the right foot down, Now you're really working that leg. Take a good inhale in, really feel that. See if you're able to go a little bit higher now and squeeze that right butt up. And then if you want to take your left arm out, go there. So here we are. Take a good deep inhale in and an exhale out. You're balancing. So we're starting to shift the weight slightly forward. Hey, look at us. We're in our warrior 3 posture, kind of supported and modified with that chair. And we're breathing here on that standing leg. Fan the toes of that left foot out. Reach and extend like somebody's gently pulling you from that right heel. And again, send the toes down. Notice if you're trying to overcompensate by bringing that right hip slightly up, bring it down, make it a little harder. And now come on down. So that should be kind of intense. Come off of our hands, reach up and extend. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring that left knee up. Hold that here. So we're just focusing on balance, something non-moving in front of you. Inhale to grow a little taller. As we exhale, we're going to step back into warrior 1. Rise up. Good deep inhale. That left foot is behind you. We're just stretching. We're just moving. And then we're going to go right over to that other side. Inhaling. As we exhale, step forward. Left foot comes to meet the right. Inhaling in. Exhaling into Tadasana. Inhaling to rise. Reach and extend. Exhaling, forward fold. Hands come back to the chair. You know where we're going to go now. Planting weight in our right foot. Engage your core. Gentle bend in that right knee so you're not locking it in. And then we're taking that left leg back. Okay, so same setup. Notice if you're starting, and I'm definitely doing it. So I'm trying to externally rotate that left hip because that's easier, right? So see if you're able to internally rotate. So you're taking that left hip bone toward the midline of the mat. The toes are faced straight down, and then you're kicking out that left heel. Squeeze that left butt and hold that here. Take a good breath in and out. Soften that right knee and take a good padding so that you're spreading the toes of that right foot out. And then we're going to lift that left leg up a little higher, start to draw that right arm out. And we're holding it here. So again, adjust yourself. You're needing to really use your core strength as you reach and lengthen, lift that left heel up a little bit higher. Good breath in and out. Another good breath in and out. And then take that left foot down. We're coming off. Ready? Inhale, coming up. Good deep inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. The right knee is coming up. Pause here. Spread the toes of that left leg out. Start to lengthen that left leg. We're coming back into warrior 1. Take that right foot back 45 degrees. Reach up and extend. Inhaling. As you exhale, push off. Right foot comes to meet the left. Inhaling. And exhaling. Roll the shoulders back. And reach. Reaching up. Good deep inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. And so we kind of know the concept now of what we're doing. Now let's start doing some really good leg work. So here we are. So either you're on the floor or hands are in the chair. We're going to bend that right knee and now we're going to kick it up. So like you're going to high five the ceiling with the sole of your foot. Same concept here. Start to dip that right hip bone in. It's almost like you're kind of rotating in toward that midline, and that's going to help make that a little bit harder. Let's pause for 6, 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, 1, 6 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to kick out and come back. Kick it out and come back. Let's go. And 2, and 1. Straight leg raises. Pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it down right over to the other side. Bend that left knee. Draw it up. Internally rotate. So take that left knee toward that midline. High-fiving the ceiling. Let's go for 6, 5. Navel back toward the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kick it out and come back. Adjust yourself, kick it out and come back. Navel back toward the spine, you're using your core and you're leaning forward into the chair. Come out and come back. Come out and come back. 3 more. 2 and 1. Straight leg raises, let's go. 6, 5, 4. You should be feeling that on both sides. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Come off, reach up. Good deep inhale. That was awesome. Good deep inhale here. Exhale, hands to prayer. Tuck the tailbone under so you're squeezing your butt as you go, right? So we're not here. We're scorpion tailing that tail and squeezing in. We're lengthening the torso. Let's come into Tadasana without out locking in our legs. We're breathing in and exhaling out. Inhale to rise, reach and extend. Let's move into warrior 2. Exhale, hands to prayer. That right knee's coming up. We're pausing here. If you want to stick your foot on your chair and just take a minute, right? You're still using your core. We're getting a little taller on that left side. Engaging our abdominal muscles. Let's bring out that right foot. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Go again for 3. My foot's not touching the chair, but if you want to, you can. 1. Bend that right knee. We're stepping with purpose all the way back into warrior 2. So we have a greater stance. That left foot's perpendicular to the right. And then we could have our hand on the chair so we're able to get into that a little deeper. We're about to stretch it in different ways. Start to warm up, reach up and extend with the arms, inhaling. As we exhale, right arm's going to come up and over the body. Now shoot the fingertips. Really arc and angle the body and let the energy flow from fingertips all the way down to the outside edge of that right foot. Come back to your warrior 2 arms. Sink in a little deeper if it feels okay to do so. Keep the front knee bent, reverse your warrior. Reach back. And then let's come on back, windmill. Left forearm to top of thigh. Rise up so you're barely touching, but you're opening up and lengthening the upper torso. Reach and extend. As you inhale, remember you can inhale and then tighten everything up on the exhale if you want to. We're windmilling that right arm up and over. We're touching the seat of the chair. Coming up onto the ball, that right foot, we're stretching now. So we're going into a runner's lunge. So here you are. See how it's interesting. If you're on the blocks, that's cool. So you can be down here, be really low. But for some of us, if getting down to the floor is a little more challenging, how about this? Now you can actually really feel supported by the seat as you get into that. Now track that left knee in toward the midline so it's not hiked out toward the left side of the mat. Take a good breath in and out. Come up onto the ball of the foot and then push back, come back in. You want to get that right front psoas muscle. That's what we're kind of exploring right now. Come back. So start to straighten out that left leg. Pad that right foot so that you have a firm foundation and start to take the left heel up. We're just stretching over that outstretched left leg. And we're breathing. Maybe get it to go a little bit deeper and then come back up. Come back into your lunge. So really get into that. Maybe you're a little bit deeper. Now take your left hand to your left hip. See if you're able to hinge into that right hip a little bit more. You can sweep that left arm back behind you if you want to. Yesterday we were exploring chair pose. We will do that again so we can really fire up those quads. And now sweep that left arm forward. Come back onto the ball of that foot and push forward. Right foot comes to meet the left. We're going to go over to our warrior 2 now on this other side. So right foot comes forward and the left foot's going to come all the way backwards. Again, perpendicular, right foot and left. Windmill those arms up and over the body. So reach and extend. Good deep inhale and an exhale. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach back. Sink into that right knee. Now see how that feels for you. This might feel very different on this side. No judgment. Right forearm's coming down to top of thigh, left arm's coming up. Again, barely touching with that right arm. We're using our core strength and we're lifting and opening up the front of the chest. Left arm's coming up and over the body. Notice you're death gripping the mat with your feet. So just wiggle your toes and then go a little deeper. And windmill the arms over and down. We're coming onto the ball of that left foot. You can hop it slightly forward. We're stretching in. And don't forget, I didn't forget the other part of the what we're going to be doing. So we'll add to this in just a minute. But first we're going to stretch. Come back. Then straighten out that right leg. Flex that right foot. Lean and come right over that right outstretched leg. Bending that right knee. Get into that. Take your right hand to your right hip. See if you can hinge into that left hip a little bit more, if it feels good to do so today. And then come back onto the ball of that foot. Bring that left foot forward to meet the right. Come off of the hands, inhaling. Good deep inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. We're going to bring that left leg up. Just so we can kind of balance out what we were just doing. And then kick that left foot forward and hold it for 3 and 2. So engage your quadriceps as we kick out. We're going to be doing that back and forth in just a moment. Left leg's going to come back and now just bring it down. So first, let's do a little bit as we start to, again, we're warming up quadricep muscles. So hands to prayer. Here we are in Tadasana. I've tucked my tailbone under, squeezing the butt. And now I'm going to lift my right leg and bring it down. Lift it up and bring it down. Let's go for 6 and 5. So we focus on our balance, something not moving in front of us. 3, 2, we're using our core to draw that knee up. And 1, go right over the other side. Find weight on the right side, head up and hold it. Inhale and exhale. Fan the toes of that right foot out and let's go. Let's go for 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Great job. Now we're going to kick forward and back. So let's start off foundationally, making sure that we're in a good place. Bodies are tall, tuck the tailbone under. We're using the glutes, but using the core. Inhale, drawing that right knee up, fan the toes of that left foot out, and let's kick that out and hold it for 3. Bring the torso forward, 2, 1. We're coming back with that knee, and then we're touching backwards. Your hands could be in your chair or not, your choice. They could be on your hip, hands to prayer. Now, just like we were doing when we were doing those leg lifts, it's really easy for us to hike out, right? So, and again, you can be supported by the chair if you want to, or even one finger touch. See if you're able to take that hip bone down and shift the weight, then come up and hold that for 3, 2, makes it a little harder, a little more challenging, and 1, step all the way back into warrior 1. Reach up, good deep inhale, tiny back bend, and step forward. Right foot comes to meet the left. Let's go to the other side, inhaling and exhaling. Roll it back. Inhale to come up, inhale. As you exhale, left knee's coming up. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, kick forward, hold it for 3. Engage your quadricep, draw your chest forward, and 1. Knee is bent, and then we're touching backwards. And then adjust so that the hip bone comes in toward the midline. Finger touch or have your hands on a chair if you need it. Then come all the way up and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Come on back, warrior 1. Reach and extend, inhaling and exhaling. Come back. Left foot comes to meet the right. So now we're going to be doing some external rotation of the knees. I'm going to come down to the floor and then we're going to do a little bit more of inner thigh, outer thigh. Oh, but first, let's do some leg swings before we come on down. Let's do some golf swings. So you might need to change the direction of your chair. That way you can have one hand here. Don't have to have it if you don't want to. Here's the idea. We have our firm foundation. Our foot is forward. We're going to externally rotate the toe. Now you feel that inner thigh. Gentle bend in the knee. We're going to lift up and come back down again. Lift it up and come back down. Look what we have to do with our core. Lift it. The core is helping us move our leg up and down. You do not need to be here. Lift it up. You got that. Feel that right inner thigh. We're doing 3 more. And 2. And 1 more. Now, swing it out. Keep that right toe out toward the right side of the mat. Now come all the way through and hold it here. Now you're using your core. You're in a twist. You're taking a look over toward that right side. That right inner thigh is working. And you're going to point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Let's come out. Inhale. And exhale. Swing it through. Engage your core once you're all the way through. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Come on now. Inhale. And exhale. Engage. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Swing it. Inhale. Exhale. Point and flex. Engage your core. Point and flex. Last one. Inhale. We should be feeling that. And then come on through. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Awesome. Come on down. Now take a circle. We're just being silly. Circle the hips. Circle the hips. Feels so good. I think we should do a shakeout today after this next one. All right. I'm moving my chair over. I'm going to go right over to the other side. And take that left foot out. So toes are up first. Now we're taking the toes out toward the left side of the mat. We have externally rotated our hip. We feel in our left inner thigh. Let's come up for 1. And 2, add the nuance of the abdomen. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is really good for our knee health to start to get in tune with what's happening with our inner thighs. Let's bring it out. 1, 6 times. Draw it all the way through. As far as you want to go, twist a little, engage your core and hold that there. Point and flex. Breathe. Point and flex. Point and flex. Inhale. And exhale. Swing it through. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. So if it starts to get easy, maybe you need to take the left toes out toward the left side of the room. You're pushing yourself to your own personal edge, right? Point and flex. Point and flex. Lift it up a little higher. Really feel that inner thigh. Come on out. Inhale. Exhale. Point and flex. Engage your core. Find your breath. Come on out. We're going 2 more times. If I lost count, it's okay. Swing it all the way through. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Last time. Big one. Big crescendo. Point and flex. Point and flex. Finish strong. Point and flex. Lift up a little higher. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. All right. Shake it out. So we do this sometimes in class. We're shaking out negative energy. No one can see you. You can sway and shake, or you can swing. Your choice. I'm moving the chair while I'm doing that, so I'm not going to kill my hands. And just be kind of silly with that. There we go. It feels really good because we're about to come down on the floor and do a whole lot more. Great. Let's make our way down. As we inhale, reach up and extend. On the exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up, half lift. Feel the shins. I feel the calves and the hamstrings. Are they a little bit warmer now? Exhale, come on down. Bending the knees all the way onto your back. Find your blocks. And let's come on to do some floor work. So we're going to be doing inner thigh, outer thigh, middle, the whole thing. That's where we're going to go to next. Really doing some good mat Pilates exercises to really strengthen our inner and outer thighs. So let's come on down first for a very quick rest. Reset the body, just feel the back make contact with the mat. Let the palms be up, let the shoulders soften just for a minute. Take a breath in, let it out. That was good, being upright and vertical. And now we're gonna work down here on the mat. Take your block in between your legs. So it's long ways. It's close to your pelvic floor and it comes up toward your knees. Block's kind of on that midway point. Find your heels with your fingertips. We're squeezing the block with this inner thigh work, right? So let's do a few bridge postures first. Dip the tailbone, scoop it up, flatten the lower back in the mat. We're coming up. Here we are in our bridge posture. Hold that here. Take a good breath in and out. Lift up a little higher. So you're pushing the bum up. You're lifting the hips up toward the ceiling. And you're squeezing the block like you're going to crush it in between your legs. If you don't have blocks, remember you can use a pillow. You can use pretty much anything that you can kind of squeeze enough. You just don't want to have your knees flattened all the way together. You really want to kind of give it some hip width distance apart. That block really kind of creates that for you. Take a little breath in and out, one more, and we're going to lift up a little higher. So now you're really squeezing the buttocks muscles and the knees, and then come on down. Great job. We're taking our feet off the mat, but we still have the block in between our legs. Let's do a couple of abdominals. So flex the feet. We're squeezing the block, so we're still getting that inner thigh squeeze, but we're going to add in abdominals. We're going to be doing our crossovers. So first start off by just crossing the arms so that you get the idea of first having that lower back in the mat. The knees come up so they're heading up toward the chest. That way you're flattening that lower back in the mat and you're squeezing the block as we cross. Now you can add the rest of it, which is you've engaged your core and you can take your arms off and head out. And we're going for 10 and 9. 8, use your core. If you're starting to feel like you're using your accessory muscles of your neck, then come back and reset and then come back again. 5, 4, squeeze the block, 2, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Come on down, rest the neck, rest the back of the neck. Bring the block up in between the feet. Here we are in our Viparita Karani. Take a breath in and out. Take the feet toward the crown of the head. And then we're taking the block back half. We're coming back up. These are very isolated movements. That way we can also, again, focus on the core. We're taking the block up and back. Take it up and back. We're using our core to go there. You could cactus arm your arms, so you're just focusing on the abdominals. But guess what? You're getting inner thigh work because you're squeezing the block with your ankles and the inner sole, inner arches of your feet. As we're gently moving the body, just micro moving our feet a couple of inches forward and back. And we're continuing our breath. 3, breathing in and out. 2, and 1. Take your knees, bend them, and then push back out again. Let's go for 10. So as we come in, we're rocking forward, we're engaging the core, you're crunching, and then you're pushing out. You're crunching, and then pushing out. Okay, we're going for 10. And 9. 8. And 7. 6. And 5. 4. Still getting that good inner thigh. 3 and 2 and 1. Drop the block, but keep it in your hand, roll over onto your right side. And so some of us have learned that we can keep our block at its tallest point. I've stacked my left leg on top of my right, my legs are long. I can do one of two things now because we're going to work our right inner thigh. One's on the ground. I'm going to take my left knee to the block at its tallest point. My left leg is active, so I'm not just letting it hang. I'm keeping it up. I've rotated slightly over so that my chest starts to dip down toward the floor and my left hand is a kickstand. Now my right foot is flexed and long. I'm going to bring my right foot, just walk it over toward the midline of the mat. That's going to give you some increase of challenge. Then lift your leg up and hold that there for 6. We're breathing. 5. Engage your core. 3, 2, 1. Point and flex that right foot. Point and flex. 6. Keep it up. See how high you can go. 5, 4, 3. Go up a little higher. 2 and 1. Notice it, and then bring it all the way down. Notice if you're using any sort of energy in your left part of your neck, calm that area and really focus in more on your core and lifting that leg, that right inner thigh. Left leg stacked on top of the right now. I'm moving the block just so you can see me. I've got my left hand in front of me, so I'm kind of rotating my body slightly in. Now I'm going to lift that left leg up. I've flexed that left foot. I'm bringing it slightly behind me. So now I feel that left butt cheek and hamstring engage. And now I'm pulsing for 8, 7, 6, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Bring it back behind you just a little bit more. Point and flex. Point and flex. Now, like you're going to paint a circle with your great toe. Go in one direction 3 times. Keep going. Use your core strength and breath. Go in the opposite direction. Opposite direction. Opposite direction. Great job. Come down and then come up halfway. Kick out with that left heel. Come down and kick out halfway and hold it. Come down, kick out and halfway and hold it. 3 more. Halfway and hold it. Come on down. Halfway and hold it. And down. Woo. All right. Take your left knee, bring it on top of that block at its midway point. We're going back to our inner thigh work on the right side. Right leg is long. Again, if your right leg's creeping up toward the top of your mat, your front of your mat, make it come back. Make it come back because you know that this is really going to push you to your personal edge. Flex that right foot, leg is long, draw it up and hold it. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, a little higher, 7, 6. You can point and flex your feet if you get bored. 5, 4, 3, go up a little higher, 2, and 1. Let's pulse it down and then up. Come on down and then up. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come back to that midline. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Roll over onto your backs. Take your left foot, place it on your right knee. We're stretching here. Ooh, that feels good. You should feel that in that left hip. We got our right foot on the mat. Our left hand is to the left knee. We're just pushing that left knee away. That can be really intense for some people, especially if you are sitting or standing for long periods of time or you're running. This is a wonderful figure 4 stretch that we're going to get into in just a sec. So just be here for a moment and really find gratitude in that left hip and allow that release. We've been kind of exploring a little dip from side to side. So dip that left knee over to the left side of the mat. We're just feeling a nice stretch. And it's just a gentle movement. We're rocking that right knee over as we dip our left toe into the water on our right side. We're just stretching here. If you wanted to take your right hand to the outer edge of that left knee and draw it over and down to the floor, you can. We're going very slowly here. Breathing in and out. Coming back to our backs. And then if you're ready and you want to take your right foot off the mat, we are flattening our lower backs in the mat, engaging our core, but now we're stretching, taking our hands through, threading them back on that right hamstring. Remember, if this isn't working for you and you're not there yet, and you got your strap close by, you can just strap it right behind that right thigh. And then that becomes an extension of your arm. So you can really focus more on stretching. And you can bring that right foot up if you want to, or not. Take a little circle. Now, as you're here, if you're here or if you're here, see if you're able to press that left knee away from your body as you hug that right knee into the body. You're just using your own body strength to give yourself a little stretch. Ooh, that feels good. Take that right foot down and that left foot down. Let's bring our legs long because we're going to go over to the other side in just a minute. Stretch, reach up and extend, both arms coming up. Opposite hand and opposite foot. Kind of waking up and stretching, feeling that left side a little more. We're going to roll over onto our left side. I'm going to face you. I'm going to have my block close by. I'm cradling my head in my left arm. My right arm is now that kickstand. I'm bringing my torso slightly forward, so I'm just rolling my body over. Let's make ourselves into our midline of our mat, so we're really giving ourselves a little challenge. Blocks at its tallest point. We're going to take our right knee and place it on the block. So readjust yourself. I ask you to do this sometimes because it helps you with your alignment. If you don't want to do it, it's okay. Keep that right leg active. Left leg is tracked right in the middle of the mat. We're flexing our left foot. Let's draw it up and bring it down. Draw it up. Come on down. Let's go for 6. And with our breath, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point and flex. Draw it in the middle. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Pulse it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it for 3. Lift it up a little higher, and 2, and 1. Come on down. Stack your right leg on top of your left. Move your block if you want. Kick standing with that right hand. So we're just generally kind of rotating in so that the breast goes down toward the floor. Draw that right foot up. Now bring it behind you. So that's why we're using that right hand as a kickstand. You can kind of drag that right hand out in front of you so that you have some strength and stability. And you can really focus on lifting that right leg. Now let's pause for 6, 5, breathing, 3, feeling good about the breath and the movement, 2, and 1. Point and flex, keep it extended. 3, 2, 1. Like you're going to paint a circle with your toe. Go big or go small, your choice. As slow as you want to, go 3 times. 2, and 1, and then change your direction. And 2, excuse me, and 1. And then draw that right leg back up again, bring it right behind you, and let's pulse for 6, 5, you should be feeling it, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We're going to take our right knee forward again. Find your block. Land it there. Drag that left leg in between in the midline. Kickstand your right arm. Draw that left leg up and hold that there for 10. 9. Use your core strength to pull that leg up. 7, 6, 5, 4, make it come up a little higher, 3, 2, 1. Kick out with that left heel. Let's pause for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it and then bring it down. Great job. Roll over onto your backs. Take your right foot on your left knee. You know exactly where we're going. We're stretching. Push that right knee away gently and slowly. Woo, you should feel that. Push it away. That left foot's on the mat. We're just stretching, figure 4 stretch. Now start to dip that right knee over toward the right side of the mat. You could cactus arm your arms if you want, or not. Breathe here. Feel that left side of the body lengthen. We're coming back onto your backs and then dipping that right toe over toward the left side of the mat. Maybe it lands on the floor or not. And maybe if you want, you could gently grasp your right knee with your left hand. Now you're in a twist. You could gently start to coax that right knee down to the floor for a gentle iliotibial band stretch from that hip flexor going all the way up outside the muscle of that leg toward the right knee. IT band. And then we're going to come on back. Hug the knees into the chest. A little rock back and forth from side to side. You know I haven't forgotten plank. It's day 19, we have to do it. But first we're gonna do some straight leg raises. So first we're gonna come back, feet are on the floor, legs are outstretched. We're coming up onto our forearms. Butts on the mat just to start. Now we're gonna bend our right knee. I want the elbows right underneath the shoulders and you're pushing the torso forward. So you're not collapsing into your shoulders, you're strong. Push your chest forward. Hold it here. Take your left leg, bring it up, engage your core by taking your navel back toward your spine. Kickstand out that left foot so it's over toward the left corner of the mat. You've engaged your left inner thigh. Let's come up toward your knee and then down. Come up and down. If you feel like you're going to collapse into the shoulders, push the chest forward. You are so strong. 3, 2, and 1. Now take that left foot out and come back halfway. Take it out and come back halfway. So it's almost like that golf swing, except that we're here on the floor and we're just rotating out, and then coming back in. And as you do, you're engaging your core again, you're pushing your chest forward. We're almost done, bring it back. And now bend that left knee, go right over to the other side, straight leg raises. So first start off by that right leg is long. If you need to come down onto your backs, that's okay too. So remember that's that's a possibility for you as well. Right leg's gonna come up and now you're gonna flex that right foot and bring it over to the right corner of the mat. Engage your core, taking your navel back towards your spine. Readjust your shoulders if you need it. Now let's come up and back down again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down halfway. Now bring that right foot out, swing it out, and then come back in. And swing it out and come back in. Swing it out, come back. 3, 2, and 1. Come back up again. Let's pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3. Push the chest forward, 2, without collapsing the shoulders, 1, Bend that right knee, great job. We're coming off of our arms, roll the shoulders back and forward. We're gonna flip over. We're gonna come on and do a plank. Then we're gonna come into doing some lower butt and hamstring. And then we're gonna come into some stretching. So we're almost there, but let's start off with our plank. Okay, so we're down on our bellies just to start. Find your shoulder width apart. Take your hands to your elbows. Then bring your arms back out into a Sphinx posture. Start to, your hands are starfished in front of you. You're dragging your elbows toward your midsection and you're bringing your chest, shining your chest through and toward the top of the mat. We're tucking our tailbone under, so we're squeezing our butt cheeks together. And we're starting to pull. We're just stretching right now. We're not really doing anything other than starting to really access. And remembering this idea of scooping the belly, tucking the tailbone under as we come into our plank pose that we're holding for 60. Are we ready? Tuck the toes under. Take a good breath in and out. We're going to be breathing the whole time. And then lift up. Scoop the tailbone under so you're concaving that belly. And let's hold that for 60. You're looking down at the mat. Good deep breath in and out. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55. Scoop that tailbone, squeeze it up. 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. Push away from the floor. 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, readjust yourself, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, breathe, 36, oops, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, push up, 32, 31, you got this, we're almost done. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, breathe, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Come down onto your mats. Take your elbows out toward the corners of your mat. Place your forehead on the mat. We're resting here for just a minute. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Take a breath in and out. Shoelaces part of your feet are on the mat. Your feet are a little bit more than hip width not at hip width distance. You have your toes, big toes touching. We're going to take our right foot and take it up. So you feel that right hip point make contact with the mat. You're using your butt and hamstring to lift that right leg. My head is down. So you take your forehead down to the mat so that you have some relief on the cervical spine. And then take that left foot up and hold it. As you take your foot up, engage your core, squeeze the butt, but squeeze the stomach muscles as you lift the leg. Now let's go again. Take your right foot up, squeeze your stomach muscles. So again, just like we were doing in plank pose, we've tucked the tailbone under. We're squeezing the butt cheeks together and we're taking that right leg up and then down. Come on up. Squeeze everything, engage your core, and come on down. Let's go again. Bring it up. Now we're going to just move it a little bit more. So kick 1, 2. So you're going right and left, right and left. Just a little bit faster tempo. Right and left, right and left, right and left. Bend that right knee, flex that right foot, send the right kneecap up and hold that there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go a little higher, and 1, come on down, left knee's bent, left foot's flexed, bring it up and hold it for 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and come on down. Great job. Roll over onto your backs. We're going to do some stretching. So have your blocks like airplane wings on either side of your mat. I'm going to pull my mat out just a little bit more so I have room. Your blocks are at their tallest points. We place them like airplane wings on either side of your hips. We're doing that so that if you want, you have the block to be able to support the landing of your feet. As you come onto your back, we're stretching our inner and outer thigh. We've got our strap, our yoga strap. We're taking it to the ball of that right foot. We're bringing that right foot up. So we're just stretching here. We are coming into kind of our final rest of Shavasana in a pretty brief moment. Take that left leg long. We've done a lot of good work today. We're straightening out that right leg, but not locking it in. And now we're externally rotating, taking that right leg out toward the right side of the mat. So I have my right ankle landed on the block at its tallest point. You don't have to do that, but if it feels good, it helps you kind of have less of a death grip on the strap. So you can really feel a nice opening of the right inner thigh. That left arm is T-shaped. We've got our left shoulder head resting on the mat. Our gaze goes toward the left outstretched palm. Take a good breath in and out now. So just allow the shoulders to relax. You're just focusing on the inner thigh stretch. This should feel really good. We're winding down. If you want to add more, you can point and flex your foot or just keep it straight. Your choice. Good breath in and out. Another good breath in. And on the exhale, we're taking that right foot up all the way across the body. We're stretching over to the other side. I've landed my right inner ankle on a block. You don't have to. We're going to T-shape out that right arm. But here we want to start to straighten out that right leg as much as possible so you can really get a good outer band stretch. And also here you are in this twist. So that offer to take your belly and expand it like a balloon. And then as you exhale, contract it back. You start to wring out the abdominal organs, and maybe you even add in pelvic floor muscles. It's all on offer. So you can practice that. And then when you're ready, right foot's going to come up to the ceiling, and we're going to switch it up. Strapping that left foot, we're taking the right leg long. So just stretch this nice out, hamstring out and calf. You can point and flex if you wanna. We're taking the left foot out toward the left side of the body, and I'm gonna land my left ankle on the block. That might not be possible for you, so you can also just land your leg on the block. You can land your knee on the block. There's lots of options here. Let's T-shape out that right arm. And just really feel the sensation of relaxation of that left inner thigh. Soften the breath. Slowing it all down before we come into our final rest. Be kind today, starting with yourself. Kind words to yourself. And then kind words to others. Draw that left leg up toward the ceiling, all the way across. Land it on a block or not. Strap in your right hand. T-shape out that left arm. Straighten out that left leg, even if it's only for like a minute, like one breath in and out. Sometimes it's super intense. Remember that belly breath in and out. Wring it out. And then relax. Breathe. Left leg's coming up. We're going to hug the knees into the chest. Take a little rock back and forth from side to side. We're going to go a few minutes over. So just letting you know. I want us to get a good meditation, Shavasana in before we start our day in a fast pace. or a slow pace, depending on how you want your Sunday to go. We're going to take our legs long. Sometimes we don't have any control over how our Sunday is going to go, right? Take our arms over our head. Inhale and exhale. But we can have a general plan. And one plan can be that we're going to have a great day. Take your arms and your legs over toward the right corners of your mat. You could gently with your right hand just grasp that left wrist and reach and lengthen and a nice C shape of the body. Breathing. Walking the hands back to the midline. Let's bring our feet and hands over toward the left corners of our mat. Oh, and gently grasp your right wrist with your left hand, C-shaping the body. And then we're going to come on back, swim the arms down, and come into Shavasana. So here we are, we're on our backs. So if you have a blanket that you use to pad your knees, you can place it underneath your head, or if you have a pillow, you can use that. You can cover your body up. Just take a moment to just be here. We're only going to be here for a few minutes together, but let's have this final rest. You did the work. Let your body just be for a moment. Allow everything to release into the mat. Soften the neck, the shoulders. As you breathe in and breathe out, allow relaxation in the belly, just softening the belly, softening the hips and the buttocks, the thighs. Letting everything just relax. Sunday, day 19. And then softening your attention to my words as we come into meditation. I'm thinking a lot in this weekend about how we pay it forward. That's what our reading is today. Take a good breath in, receiving the words, paying it forward. It's far from a foreign concept among yogis, among caregivers, among those who are nurturers. Both on and off our mats, we strive to repay kindness that's been bestowed upon us. We pay it forward with love in our hearts, expecting nothing in return. The ways in which we pay it forward may be simple, but they are sure to make an impact. To pay it forward through acts of kindness is to practice yoga. And to think about how to do so is to meditate on love. But at its core, the roots of paying it forward go much further back. It is born of the hypothesis that we're all connected. Many ancient spiritual texts, like the yoga's Bhagavad Gita, comment at length on the fact that each of us, our lives impact one another. And given that we will never be able to pay everyone back, we can instead pay it forward. Expect nothing in return. Whenever we take the time to think about how to pay it forward, or to wonder how we can bring kindness to another being, we're essentially meditating on love. And for those minutes that we're fully absorbed in the joy of bringing to the world new and touching ways to warm another's heart, we're engaged in the practice of loving others. there's also the intention that comes with paying it forward. We're not expecting anything in return. Rather, we're just trying to even the score of all that we have already received. So if you hold the door open for someone today who doesn't respond, it doesn't matter. You're not doing it for the thank you, because this act of kindness is your thank you to them. However they receive your kindness is merely their version of you're welcome. And like this, we begin to let go of any demands that we've been carrying about being paid back for our good deeds. We begin to let go of any ideas that we've been shortchanged somehow in our lives. We start to feel lighter and more joyful. And as we practice paying it forward, we become deeply humbled. Luckily for us, the opportunities to practice this kindness are endless. All day long, we have the chance and the choice to show our gratitude to those that we share the planet with, whomever we come in contact with today. If we choose, we can make our whole life a thank you. That comes from Helen Avery from Wanderlust. Start to make some movement to your fingers and to your toes, just waking the body back up. Roll yourself over to your right or your left side. As you cradle your head in your arm, we thank our bodies for coming to our mats today. We thank one another for coming together as a community. So grateful for our community. And then coming up to a comfortable seat, sitting in Sukhasana, or however you'd like to arrive in your seat, keeping the eyes closed and the gaze soft, or the gaze soft, just keeping the body upright to feel the effects of where you've been in this 1 hour journey together. Paying it forward, showing kindness today, starting with yourself. Take a good deep inhale in. As you exhale, let's share the word namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this day 19 practice with me. I look forward to practicing with you all from Sibley Hospital tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and we'll be practicing through the week, 5 to 6 p.m. on Zoom, or tomorrow in person if you want to join me. And then we'll head into the weekend, into our home stretch, and we're there. So great job, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy this beautiful day.